Today's topic is be the first to add value. And we're continuing on with our leadership discussion using John C. Maxwell's Leadershift as our textbook. And what he titles his next section, never wait to add value, is what he titles his next section. He says that too many people wait to do good, and we should never delay sowing those seeds that will benefit others. And we want to live by the motto, be the first to give or add value to another when you can. And he gives some examples on why we should do that. The first one is you want to be the example. As a leader, one of your roles is to be an example of what you want in the world to others. So, if you want your people to add value to others, if you want your people to add value to you, if you want your people to add value to your clients, to your colleagues at your firm or organization, then you have to be that example. You have to live the example of adding value to others if that's what you want them to do. And that's true throughout. Whatever you want them to do, you need to model yourself. You need to be that example. Second of all, I want you to think, and he wants you to think about, have you been inspired by others? So has there been a person or persons who inspired you by living that example, by being the person that's going to add value to others? And I certainly have had that in my life. Several different people, my boss actually is one of them, who really does live that example, adds value to others, not only in words of encouragement, but also in gratitude. He's one of those people who gives to people on the street corner, who gives gifts to the security guards in our building around Christmas time. Someone who certainly, is very good to our support staff and to others within our firm. Is very good to me personally. So I'm inspired by him, and I'm inspired by many others who have been that leader in my life that I needed, and inspires me to be the first to add value to others as well. The other thing that you want to think about is, have you ever been grateful to anyone for adding value to you? Who has been the first to add value to you? And one example of that, just in sort of my personal life, is my older son had a music teacher it was probably second or third grade, who really saw that he had some musical ability. And so they had a course in grade school, and she was someone who identified that, and for several years actually told us, hey, your son has this ability, has this gift. You may really want to think about putting him into some sort of private course, some private program. And she was actually affiliated with one of those organizations. And we sort of put that off for a little while, and never sort of took her up on that. And then later on, we did. We actually decided to put him into this organization, and he then, my son, went on to be in this chorus. He's still actually in this chorus organization. He's into musical theater. He's into a lot of different things. But I don't think it would have started had this teacher not saw that gift in him, told us about it, and then we were able to follow through. So, we're obviously always grateful to her because she was the first to tell us, hey, he has this gift. And think about it in your own life. Who was the person who first identified some gift within you, or a gift within one of your kids or one of your colleagues, spouses, that sort of thing? And so you'll always remember that first person. Now, there will be a person who was, the second or third or fourth or down the line person who said, wow, you have this gift, or your kid has this gift. And certainly that's true in my son's case. There have been many people, including, you know, uh, different instructors, different course directors, that sort of thing, who um, have told us, oh, your son has this gift. Well, that's great. Well, we'll always remember the first person to do it. So to the extent that you can identify somebody who has a gift that maybe hasn't been identified before, be the first person to do that. Go ahead and do that. And even if you're sure that this person, has been identified by someone or has had value put into them, you should do it anyway, because people love to be encouraged. They love to have value put into their lives, and so you really should do that as well. So uh, I think that's where we're going today with this, because people are really grateful when you add value to them. We talked, many days ago about how people want to progress in their lives, they want to improve, they want to get better, and not only that, but they also want to be recognized. They want you to see that you see them as important. One way to do that is, number one, to recognize them in front of them for things that they've done, and put words of showing them that you understand what their gifts are. You should be doing that, and then you should also be helping them to meet their expectations at work or at home or whatever, and then to move beyond that. So just think about, who are you grateful for, and how can you add value to others, whether that's in your workplace, whether that's in your family, whether it's a friend of yours, colleague, acquaintance, someone you see as having a special gift or any gift that they should be recognized for. Do it now, be the first, and do it as often as possible. So that's all I have for today. Hope you're having a great Sunday. If you're watching this on any of the social media platforms, please comment. I'd love to hear and see your comments. Also, if you're listening on the podcast format of this, you can always watch a live version, or again, any of the recorded versions, but I'm at Attorney DSY on any of the social media platforms. If you need an attorney or need to refer a case, my phone number is 312-239-9722, or dscriven-young at pecklaw.com. Pecklaw is Pecklaw. So that's all I have for today. And remember to fight for the lifestyle that you want and become that rainmaker that you need to be.